I think fans are going to be super excited to see that this season. Will is Carlton's wingman this season, so we'll see how that plays out.
So season 1 ended with Will having an identity crisis of sorts. How do we see him navigate being caught between the worlds of Philly and Bel-Air in season 2?
Oh, he's escaping Bel-Air. He's outside the gates of Bel-Air, and he's going to South LA and resorting back to his Philly ways a little bit. He's playing street ball and betting on games, and South LA, it definitely reminds him of home, and so he's spending time there with Jazz, and he gets into a little bit of trouble out there.
Now, viewers love the dramatic take on Will's relationship with Carlton this time around. Now, at the end of season 1, we started to see a little bit of hope in their relationship. Does that continue in season 2, or does it remain sort of a roller coaster?
Oh, no, yeah, that definitely continues in season 2. It's so fun to play that like camaraderie between Will and Carlton. That's something from the original that I really enjoyed. And so I think fans are going to be super excited to see that this season. Will is Carlton's wingman this season. So we'll see how that plays out.
Now, as a Philly native like myself, how impactful do you feel this version of the series has been, in addition to the legacy of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and to see a local playing in this iconic role?
Yeah. I mean, I wish I was alive when the original came out, because I know that
you were alive.
No, for real, because I heard people used to tune in every Sunday after football or whatever. It was really an event. But when I go back to Philly, it's mad love. It's mad love. And so I'm glad that I could do it for the community. I think I went back to West Philly, I think it was like 2-3 months ago now. I was helping out with voter registration, and just being in that community and seeing the love that they gave me was just amazing. I feel like a hero. I really had a billboard. I used to live in South Philly. I really had a billboard right where I used to live, which was insane. It was crazy. Everybody was taking pictures as well.
Now, who or what do you think will be the most surprising this season versus the last season? Which character development are you the most excited for viewers to see this time around?
Jeffrey. I'm excited for them to explore Jeffrey's character. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be insane. Yeah.
We're excited to see Jeffrey too. He's good eye candy on the ladies.
Oh my God, Brenda. I can't believe you even said I'm you're right. No, yeah, you're right. No, he be tearing up Twitter. They be like, that Jeffrey, that Uncle Phil. Yeah.
Nice and chocolate the way we like them. So it has been a pleasure.
Brenda, what? They recording, you know that. No, Andre.
We gotta have some fun on these junkets versus just asking the questions. So it's been a pleasure speaking with you. Hopefully I'll talk to you. I'll get a chance to talk to you next season 3, 4, and 5. And
talk about it.
Congratulations on everything. You're definitely representing for Philly in a major way. Congratulations on season 2. Cassandra, I will start with you. Now, as the third iteration of Aunt Viv, fans have received your portrayal positively. What do you think about your version resonates so well with viewers?
Girl, listen, I don't know. I can only tell you what they say in my Twitter feed. I think maybe, when I stepped into this role, it wasn't until the night before the show came out that it occurred to me that people would judge it and compare it. And that's when I got panic attacks. So I'm just so grateful that Morgan Cooper on day one was like, these are your shoes to fill. And the main thing I wanted was to make her feel like she was like someone that you actually know. I didn't want her to feel like she's so far removed and in Bel-Air. I was like, wouldn't it be great if she was still that girl from Philly, but she just happens to be surrounded by abundance. She didn't forget about where she came from. And I think that really works well. So I think the real thing too is that when Will shows up and he does a Philly thing, he talks in this very Philly-esque way, instead of her being we don't do that here. She was like, there's that Philly swag. I've been missing that. And I know the first season, so many people talked about how that resonated with them. So I'm sure it's a lot of the writing. And I think it's me just trying to be authentically grounded.
Now, Coco, for you, fans are also loving, your version of Hillary. And last season, we saw her really step into her own as far as really embracing who she is career-wise. But Hillary can also be a bit stubborn, especially in regards to how she relates to Aunt Viv. How does their relationship grow in season 2?
I think in season 2, it's a very pleasant surprise that Hillary kind of gets to, in a way, say, I told you so to her mom. Because, in season 1, Aunt Viv was so pressed about what Hillary was trying to do with her career. But now it seems like Hillary's go get her and just take that leap of faith in your passions mindset really rubs off on Aunt Viv in a great way. And I think it's cool that Hillary gets to show her mom, like, kind of a bit about her job. Like, let me show you how to create like an artist page and grow your engagement and your followers. It kind of was like a full circle moment where they really get to like see eye to eye.
And for you, Akira, season 1 hinted at Ashley exploring, dating and whether or not, she was really exploring her sexuality as well. How relevant do you feel as if that subject matter is as far as the conversation that's happening in real time? And how do we see that play out in season 2 as well?
I think it's important to show representation, especially on screen. And for people watching that are Ashley's age, it's important for them to realize that they aren't alone, because this dating pretty much at that age is very common now. And so they can feel like they see themselves on screen, basically.
And collectively, what are you guys most excited about viewers seeing in season 2?
Episode 6. I keep saying that all day. Episode 6. I'm so excited for people to see. Episode 4. I'm excited for people to see too. I think it's so juicy. I'm really just excited for fans to get what they've been asking for, which is more drama, more of a continuation of the cliffhangers. I think they're going to be pleasantly surprised. Of course, they're going to be shocked, and they're going to be asking for more. And they're going to have that nostalgia feeling. They're going to get those Easter egg moments that they love, and they're going to get some shocks, some real shocks, and some other great cameos as well.
So congratulations. This is your first season as showrunner on the show. What elements were you happy to keep from season 1, and what twist of your own were you excited to incorporate this time around?
So much of season 1 was, it was explosive. It was really just about meeting these characters and really sort of introducing these new reimagined characters that everybody knows and loves, and showing them who they could be in this reimagined space. So very much an intro, a lot of emotion. But season 2, I was really excited to really delve deeper into who they are, and take some even bigger risks from season 1. Because we have an ensemble and they're just all so talented. It's just a great cast, and you want to give them all their story. And so for me in season 2, just really wanting to make sure that everybody found their space, everybody had their arc. Will is at the center of this story and of this family, but they also have stories of their own and things that they're going through, and just wanting everybody to feel from episode 1 to episode 10 that they've been on a journey with each and every one of these characters that feels fun and satisfying, unexpected, that will leave people talking.
Now, because season 1 was so well received after such buildup, right? We, as fans, we were nervous. We're like, we don't know how they're going to pull this off. And, you guys pulled it off seamlessly. But was there any fear to top what was done, because it was like a cultural phenomenon?
Well, yes. I mean, we were holding our breath in season 1 because, like you said, fans were a little nervous about what was to come of this family and what we were going to do. How are we tampering with the legacy of the Banks family? Because it was such a perfect story and it ended in such a perfect way. So to suddenly open the doors up to wait, they're coming back in a different space. Like, there was a lot of trust involved with that, but I feel like people got on board with it. And it is, it is a monumental task to try to hold on to the things that people love about the original series and the original characters and the things that they love, and being respectful of that, but also being willing to take risks. And I think the character of Carlton, obviously last season was a very big risk and a very big departure from that original one. But there were pieces of that original Carlton where you could see, yeah, this is who this young man would be in this new space. So I'm just thankful that people gave us the room to sort of play with this family, but also keep what's special about them, and kind of the heartbeat of the love that this family has for each other is still there.
Now, you spoke a little bit about it being an ensemble show, although Will is at the center, and how everyone has sort of gravitated toward the whole Carlton situation. But what else are you excited for people to see this time around?
I'm excited for so many things. We have some really juicy love triangles this season. We're opening up the new world with some new characters at Bel-Air Academy for Lisa and for Will, and even for Carlton. And so I'm excited for people to see that, how we're mixing up sort of the love interests in the show, and even for Jazz and Hillary and their relationship, and will they survive? Because they're obviously two very different people. So excited for that. And even with Aunt Viv and Uncle Phil, the adult relationships in this marriage, introducing a new character in their space that someone they went to college with that comes back into their world, that causes a little bit of a situation, and just really seeing how they handle that in a marriage. So a lot of new characters that are coming in that I'm excited about. Excited about Jeffrey. So many people loved him last season, this man of mystery, and wanting to know, we want to know more about Jeffrey. And so you will find out more about Jeffrey this season. So I can't wait for people to see the other layers of all these characters that are there.
Yes, we're just happy Jeffrey's not going for good, because he's amazing eye candy. So thank you guys so much for bringing it.
You're welcome.
Congratulations on season 2. So to have the reception that you've had from this dramatized version of the show has been crazy. How are you taking it all in?
Oh man, just full of gratitude. You know, I'm so thankful for our fan base, you know, for expressing their passion for our show and our reimagined Banks family. It's been a beautiful journey. So just very, very thankful.
Now, how involved are you season to season? Like, are you on set? Are you dealing with wardrobe? Are you in the writer's room? How does it go for you from season 1 to season 2? Absolutely.
So many tasks, you know, whether it's being on set, covering set, whether it's being in color sessions, you know, when we color grade the episodes, whether it's being in sound mix sessions, giving notes on scripts, giving notes on outlines, giving notes on edits, like the work never ends. And so I've got my hands everywhere, you know, on this. And I'm very thankful for to be collaborating this season with Carla Banks Waddles, our tremendous showrunner, who's delivered an excellent season of television. It's been an incredible collaboration all around, all hands on deck, and we're very proud of the work we've done.
Now, as far as character development, who has been your favorite character in this version of the series to explore? There are so many viewers who are obsessed with the Will and Carlton dynamic. What was the motivation behind just like the dramatic switch in their relationship for this version of the show as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and thinking about bringing that dynamic of, you know, a young Black man from West Philadelphia and a young Black man who's grown up in the Bel-Air bubble, what would happen if, you know, that Philly presence comes into Bel-Air? What would that look like when you have Carlton, who before Will shows up is the Prince of Bel-Air, right? This is his domain. He understands this world. And all of a sudden his cousin comes in and pops that bubble. There's going to be tension there. And that's, so it's just approaching it from the prism of what this would authentically look like today in modern day life. And then letting that be the fuel for our story, right? And so always approaching it from a place of truth and honesty, and what would these scenarios actually look like, and bringing that to the screen. So
what or who do you think viewers will be the most surprised by in season 2?
Ooh, great question. I think people are going to be really surprised by Hillary. I mean, really everybody, to be honest with you. And I say that unbiasedly, like everybody has a really, really special journey in their own right. Carlton is I would say Carlton, you know, comes to mind, but they're all great. But Carlton has quite a journey season 2. So buckle up. That's why I tell everybody, just buckle up.
Well, listen, Carlton had a journey in season 1, so I can only, we saw
Carlton be going through it.
Carlton is perfect. We saw the first 4 episodes. Well, I saw the first 4 episodes of the season. So, we got a hint there, but you just never know with that good old Carlton Banks. How is it working, with the cast? And because it is like a newer, fresher version, they're younger. How is the relationship with you guys on set, and how does that translate off camera as well?
Oh, amazing. Since day one, back when we were casting for season 1, I told Vicky Thomas, our casting director, and everybody that, in order to tell the story of a family, you have to build a family. It has to feel like a family, not just on screen, but off screen as well. And we've done that. And we were not only looking for actors with incredible acting talent, but also who are very strong in just character, just in the way they move in life, the way they communicate. We were looking for actors who put each other in the best position to do their best work. And each of our actors are incredible in their own right, but their real superpower is their ability to collaborate with each other and bounce energy off each other. That's why the relationships are so infectious, and we feel them at such a real level, is because they really care about each other in real life. And we're one big family. I've got a tremendous relationship with everybody on the cast. I love them to death, and I'm so thankful for them. And they show up every day and give so much of themselves for these roles. In terms of what they have to express on screen. And I never take it for granted. So,
well, we look forward to seeing the rest of the show play out. Thank you so much for speaking with Pop Culture today, and good luck with everything.